7 assets that look smart but keep you poor. Many believe that owning a home or holding on to traditional assets is the key to financial security. It sounds safe, and on the surface, it makes sense. But here's the truth. These assets often tie you down in ways that limit growth. The more you invest in what feels secure, the less you invest in opportunities that could actually expand your wealth. Understanding how the wealthy think differently about assets is the key to shifting from safety to opportunity. The right shift in perspective can change everything. In this video, we'll explore how to identify these smart assets and how to reframe your mindset to unlock true wealth. Number 1, a luxury car with a low monthly payment. Owning a luxury car is often seen as a symbol of success. You've worked hard, and now you deserve the finer things. It's easy to justify, especially when the dealership offers you a low monthly payment. A car like this promises comfort, prestige, and maybe a sense of accomplishment. But here's where many get stuck. They believe the low monthly payment makes it affordable. After all, it's manageable. What they often fail to see is the long-term cost. While the monthly payment might feel light, the car is a depreciating asset. As soon as you drive it off the lot, its value starts to shrink, and it keeps shrinking every year. Insurance, maintenance, and the opportunity cost of that money, it adds up. The wealthy think differently about assets. They look for opportunities where their money works for them, rather than spending on things that only drain resources. A luxury car isn't an investment. It's a liability, draining money without generating anything in return. So ask yourself, are you spending to build wealth, or are you spending to build an image? The shift from showing off what you have to investing in what grows your money changes everything. Number 2, a starter home you can't easily exit. A starter home is often seen as a necessary first step on the path to wealth. It's where you begin, something small, manageable, and affordable, with the hope that one day you'll move up to something bigger and better. It seems like a logical progression, almost like a rite of passage, but many people get trapped in this mindset. They buy a home they can afford, thinking they'll eventually sell it for a profit, but often the costs of owning that home are much more than anticipated. The mortgage, property taxes, maintenance, these expenses don't just add up, they tie you down. When life changes or you're ready to move on, you might find that you're stuck. Selling a house isn't as easy as it seems, and you're often forced to stay in a place that doesn't serve your growing needs. The wealthy understand real estate differently. Rather than buying a home to settle down, they view property as a means to generate income, whether it's through rental income, appreciation, or strategic development. Instead of locking up their capital in a place they can't exit easily, they invest in assets that can work for them. By shifting from ownership to investment, your path to wealth changes. A home doesn't have to hold you back. It can help you move forward. Number 3, a degree with no direct ROI pathway. Education is often touted as the key to financial success. We're told that a degree will open doors, secure a job, and set us on the path to a stable, prosperous future. It feels like a solid investment. After all, knowledge is power. But the truth is, not all degrees are created equal. Many people spend years and significant money earning degrees that don't directly translate into higher income or job security. The mistake lies in assuming that simply having a degree guarantees financial success, regardless of the field of study. Too often, graduates find themselves with no clear path to ROI, no direct connection between their education and their ability to earn or grow wealth. The wealthy view education as a strategic tool. It's not about collecting credentials for the sake of it. It's about acquiring skills that have a measurable return. Whether it's specialized knowledge for a high-demand career or the mindset to build a business, the right education creates opportunities to create wealth. By shifting your view on education, you start to ask, how does this degree serve my long-term financial goals? When your learning aligns with market needs, the payoff is no longer just theoretical. It's tangible, real, and rewarding. Number 4, a diversified portfolio of underperforming assets. Diversification is a principle often repeated in the world of investing. The idea is simple: spread your investments across different assets to reduce risk. On the surface, this sounds like a smart strategy. The more you diversify, the less likely you are to suffer from a market downturn. But here's where many people go wrong. Diversification alone doesn't guarantee success. Many people diversify into assets that simply aren't performing well, stocks that haven't grown in years, bonds with low returns, or mutual funds that underperform the market. While the portfolio may look diversified, it's actually not doing much to increase your wealth. The wealthy understand that diversification is only effective when paired with quality. They don't spread their money across any asset they can find. They invest in high potential opportunities, whether that's stocks in growing industries, real estate in prime locations, or businesses that generate income. They view diversification not as a blanket protection, but as a strategy to hold the right assets in multiple areas, all of which show promise for growth. By reassessing the quality of what you own, not just the quantity, you can shift from merely protecting wealth to actively growing it. True wealth building doesn't come from a collection of underperforming assets. It comes from a thoughtful, strategic portfolio that works for you. Number 5, a side hustle that trades time for cash. Side hustles have become a modern-day solution for many people seeking to build wealth. The idea is simple. Work a little extra on the side, make more money, and improve your financial situation. It sounds like a practical approach to wealth building, especially when you're still in the early stages of your career or looking for additional income streams. But here's the catch. Most side hustles are just a direct exchange of time for money. You work harder, you make more, but the money you earn still depends on your constant involvement. Whether it's freelance work, gig economy jobs, or any hustle that requires your presence, you're limited by the hours you can put in. The wealth you create is directly tied to how much time you're willing to exchange, and that's a finite resource. The wealthy understand that true wealth isn't built by working harder, it's built by working smarter. They focus on side hustles that generate passive income, where the work you do now continues to pay off long after you've finished. This could mean creating content that generates income over time, building a product that sells itself, or investing in income-producing assets like real estate or stocks. Shifting your mindset from trading time for money to creating systems that generate income independently is the key to scaling your wealth. The wealthy don't work for money. They make money work for them, even when they're not working. That's where true freedom lies. Number 6, collectibles masquerading as an investment strategy. Collectibles, whether it's fine art, rare cars, vintage wine, or limited edition items, are often viewed as valuable investments. The idea is simple. Buy something unique, watch it appreciate over time, and cash in on it later. It sounds appealing, especially when the item itself holds an intrinsic value or becomes a symbol of status. But here's the reality. Many people treat collectibles as investments without fully understanding the risks. The market for these items can be volatile, and the value doesn't always rise steadily. In fact, many collectibles are illiquid. They can be hard to sell when you need the money, and they often require a level of expertise to truly understand their worth. Without the right knowledge or market conditions, what was thought to be an appreciating asset can quickly become a burden. The wealthy, on the other hand, see collectibles differently. They often view them as passion projects or hobbies, not as a primary wealth-building strategy. They understand that collectibles are more about personal enjoyment than financial return. When they do invest in collectibles, it's with a clear understanding of the market and the expectation that these assets won't be the primary source of their wealth. By shifting your view on collectibles, you begin to see them for what they truly are, items to enjoy, not to rely on for financial growth. Number 7, a business that relies solely on your presence. Owning a business is often seen as the ultimate symbol of financial independence. The idea is that you control your own destiny, set your own hours, and reap the rewards of your hard work. But there's a subtle trap many entrepreneurs fall into: building a business that depends entirely on their presence. When your business relies solely on you, whether it's because you're doing all the work, managing every detail, or making every decision, it becomes a job, not a business. You might have the title of owner, but in reality, you're still trading your time for money. The business can't run without you. If you step away for even a moment, everything comes to a halt. The wealthy understand that true business ownership means creating systems that work without their constant involvement. They build processes, delegate tasks, and hire the right people so the business can grow independently. By doing so, they free themselves from being the bottleneck that limits their own success. Shifting your thinking from a job mentality to a business mentality is the key to scaling. When your business works for you, instead of you working for it, you unlock the freedom to pursue other opportunities. It's not about doing everything yourself. It's about building something that runs even when you're not there. Bonus insight: the true cash flow of each asset. As we've discussed, the key to understanding any asset is evaluating its true cash flow. It's easy to look at things like a luxury car or a starter home and think they're just part of the journey. But if you truly break down the numbers, the picture changes. For example, that luxury car, while it may have a low monthly payment, doesn't factor in the depreciation, maintenance costs, insurance, and the opportunity cost of the money you spent on it. When you do the math, it's clear that this asset is draining your resources, not growing them. Similarly, a starter home might seem like a good investment, but when you consider the costs of upkeep and the difficulty of selling, its cash flow isn't as strong as it appears. The wealthy understand this simple truth. If an asset doesn't generate income, or at least appreciate significantly over time, it's not truly building your wealth. When you evaluate cash flow, you're not just looking at what you own, you're looking at what you can make work for you. As you reflect on these assets, consider how they've shaped your financial mindset. Are you holding on to things that don't grow your wealth, or are you investing in assets that work for you? Write "I choose clarity" in the comments if this message resonated with you. If you enjoyed this video, like and share it with others who are ready to rethink their approach to money. Subscribe for more insights that bring clarity, not hype, to the world of wealth building. And stay tuned, our next video will take this idea even further, showing you how to leverage your mindset for true financial freedom.